Hello! In section 3, we completed the first iteration of our application, and we managed to rearrange the front end, the public side of the website, to look similar to our final product. Over the course of this section, we'll perform iteration 2, and we'll turn our attention to the back end, the area for registered users to be able to create albums and upload photos. Previously, we installed a Yii Colorbox extension and saw how to use it in our code. In this session, we'll look at third-party components, extensions, and modules in a little more detail. And we'll install and configure 2 new extensions to help us upload and manipulate images. Using extensions can save us a huge amount of time, so it's well worth spending a few moments browsing through and familiarizing yourself with the extensions available. HTML4 only allows a single file upload at a time, so we're going to install a jQuery extension that enables multiple file uploads at any one time and also provides a very friendly user interface. So we'll start by finding a jQuery upload extension in the Yii Extensions library. And here's one called xupload. Let's check the installation procedure given here on the extensions page, and then download the zip file. As before, we copy the contents of the zip file into the protected extensions folder. And then this one also needs renaming to remove the version number. Next, we need to configure the extension in our config file, protected config main.php. And we need to define it as an alias. And that's it. It's as simple as that. It's now ready to use. So we're also going to need to crunch our images to create thumbnails, so we can see what's available for that in the extensions directory too. So let's just look for image. Alright, here we are. We'll use this Kahuna-based extension. Let's check out the instructions and yep, we'll download this zip file. Open the zip file, and this one's a little different. The image folder is the extension, so that goes into extensions. And then helpers goes into the protected folder. Helpers are normally just small helper functions, and this one contains some array manipulation functions. Okay, to configure this extension, first we need to include the helpers into the import array, and then we need to define the image component parameters. So the class points to the files we've just copied in, and then the driver is depending on your setup. If you've installed GD with PHP, then we can just leave this as GD, but alternatively with this extension you can use ImageMagick. Now I mentioned third-party components and we've seen extensions, and I've also mentioned modules, but what are they and what are some of the differences between them? The simplest form is a component, and a component is a one-class file, and normally specific to your functional business requirements, and are placed in a component to share across controllers. Next in the line comes extensions, and the extensions are like libraries and will be independent of your data model and can theoretically be used across projects. Modules are a form of extension but could be more like mini self-contained apps, and so they may have their own data model separate from or on the side of your application. Modules will therefore also be usable across different projects. Okay, so we've seen how to search, find and install extensions from the Yii Extensions library. And we've discussed how using extensions can save a huge amount of development effort. We've also discussed the hierarchy of the plugin architecture within Yii, components, extensions, and modules. And in our next session, we're going to start using our extensions by preparing the views and forms for these new extensions.